Hey, how's it going, guys? This is going to be the game 2 of the best of 3 of the OST round 1 that I had against Freeroamer, and I felt quite good going into this one. I got a win in the first game, pretty decisive win since I did have a very good team matchup, and I could pretty much stop my opponent from doing anything. And it's somewhat similar in this game. I actually had quite a good team matchup again. I'll get into it in a minute, but I won't get ahead of myself. But I'm going to be on this side this time, and obviously Freeroamer is going to be on the opposing side, so it does make it a bit easier. But like I said, with team matchup, I decided to bring a bulky offense squad. But I'm not sure if it's my friend Cosign's team, but Cosign passed me this, so thanks for that, buddy. Shout out to you. But yeah. Again, like, this team was really good against him. He has pretty much nothing for KRMB, so KRMB is definitely going to be putting in a lot of work. And once again, there's nothing on this team that can stop Starmie from spinning. I honestly thought he'd bring something that could stop like spins or Starmie spinning, since that was the main problem he had the game before. Just the fact that he just could not stop me spinning and keep his hazards up, since hazards was so good against me. I had my Charizard, my Tornadus last game, so I really thought he was going to bring something that would stop me from spinning, but I'm guessing he just didn't have a team that done that. But once again, I do have a really good like team matchup here, so feeling quite confident going into this game. I was thinking that this might have been SD Gliscor, since SD Gliscor kind of wrecks or goes, however you say it, it destroys the team that I used before. So that's why I'm kind of guessing that this is what set the Gliscor is, since there's not really much other reason to bring it against the teams that I was using like before. But I'm just going to get into this before I ramble any longer. So I lead off with Starmie. He has a really good matchup against him. Even if he wants to lead Lopunny, it can still, since like this is a defensive Starmie. This isn't speedy, so you can actually take on Lopunny, which is really nice. And Starmie just had a really good matchup against his team. I didn't really care too much about Raikou, since I have so much switches into it. And I can basically get a burn off on something like turn 1 potentially, which is actually really good. Like, Starmie actually gets kills against this team. Defensive Starmie just gets kills. It can burn Latios, it can burn Raikou if it wants to come in. It's great to, again, prevent Heatran from getting up rocks. It can get a burn on Slowbro, so Starmie's looking really good in this matchup. Ziyatu goes out to Slowbro. And like I said, I go for the Scald. I'm just going to speed this up a bit. I don't really slow. This is not about to have him really slow. I don't get the burn, but I mean, Slowbro can't touch me. The best it can really do is Grass Knot, which isn't going to be doing too much. I'm not even sure if it 2-hit KOs, and if he Thunder Waves me, I don't care, because I've got Natural Ki, I can just switch out afterwards. If he goes out to something else, but I'm just going to carry on Scalding because I want to try and burn this Slowbro, as he actually ends up predicting my switch out to, I'm guessing, Ferrothorn, which also is really nice information, since that means that he won't have like Fire Blast or anything on this Slowbro, and it won't be like a little Slowbro to annoy Ferrothorn, because they're really annoying. I've lost my Ferrothorn so many times to little Slowbros, but yeah. So he goes out to Heatran, he takes a Scald, which is really nice. It's really nice to get some early damage off on that. For my guard wobbling and range of Focus Blast, so it's looking good already. And he brings out Raikou. Getting a burn on this would be really nice, since it's kind of annoying Volt switching around for my team, because it gives Lopunny free switch-ins, which is not appreciated, but unfortunately no burn on my part, as he just goes for the Volt switch. And he decides to go out to Gliscor here, which I found really strange. I do not agree with him going out to Gliscor at all. I mean, fair enough, you get your Toxic Core, but going out to Ferrothorn or even Lopunny was definitely the better play, since you get a lot more momentum that way. But I mean, by going out to Gliscor, the best that you can do is like knock off or Earthquake on my switch, and because I'm expecting Taunt here, and he obviously doesn't want me to get up hazards, I'm just going to switch straight into my KRMB. And this is why it was a bad play, since like the best he could do to my Ferrothorn is Taunt it, and then my KRMB gets a free switch in, which, I mean, his team doesn't appreciate. Like, KRMB is such a threat to his team, it's ridiculous. But yeah, having this, like, getting this in for free is so nice. And I'm actually going to click Fusion Bolt, since the best bet he has here is going into Slowbro and then pivoting out into, say, I don't even know. He can't even pivot against this thing. This thing's a monster. Or just like Scalding on like the Fusion Bolt or something. So I just go straight for the Fusion Bolt as he brings it to Slowbro. So I predicted that correctly. It's nice. And I mean, I was tempted to Ice Beam on the switch here, but I really had no reason to, since if he did bring out Gliscor, then I can just go for the Ice Beam. And if he wants to go straight back into Slowbro again, Ice Beam plus Fusion Bolt does actually I'm pretty sure I have a really good chance to kill. As you can see, Ice Beam does 31%. That does an absolute heat to this Slowbro. So that was really nice. And as you saw, like, Fusion Bolt down 58 last time. I'm not sure if it's a roll, but obviously I'm going to go for it since it means getting rid of Slowbro. But he brings out Latios, which I get 32% off, so that's like nice. I'm happy getting 32% off on his defogger. And he pulls out double into Gliscor here. I'm not really sure what predicting. I'm guessing Ferrothorn just to stop me from getting up rocks, but that makes no sense. Like, I really don't know what he was predicting there at all. Actually, yeah, maybe Titar. But then you would just go out to Lopunny and fake out. I don't really know. It's going to make him some strange face, but I'm just going to go ahead and Hyper Voice this thing. I don't really need my Gardevoir for too much, and getting off damage on this Gliscor is really nice. He goes for the Earthquake, he only does like 52%. Gardevoir, he's eating that up for days. But he goes out to Heatran here. And I'm absolutely fine with this since Hyper Voice like does more than lefties, and he's in range of Focus Blast now, which I'm definitely going to go for. But he pivots out to his Raikou, so that was a good play on his part since he can definitely take this. And I don't really want to be taking a Specs T-Bolt, but unfortunately I missed Focus Blast, which is really annoying since this Raikou can just Volt Switch against my team and, like I said, give Lopunny free switch-ins, which I don't appreciate because I have like no safe, quote-unquote, Lopunny switch-ins. But he keeps going on to Heatran, which I really don't agree with since he's just losing momentum from this. Like, so my Starmie comes in for free against Heatran, but I have trouble switching into, what's his name, Lopunny, so I definitely don't really agree with how he's playing his team right now, as I can just get a free Rapid Spin off, and yeah, he gains back momentum, but Slowbro really do. I'm just going to keep scolding until I get a potential burn. But no burn on this turn, unfortunately, as he Key Waves me, which is fine, since I do have the natural cure, as I did mention. And I can just switch out, like, if he wants to go into Raikou like he does here. But I must get the Scald off and actually burn the Raikou, which is amazing for me. Like, it limits Lopunny switch-ins against his team, and it limits the amount of times that Raikou can come in, which is just great. So I'm just going to go straight back out to Ferrothorn again here, as he finally brings in Lopunny, making the correct play. But I actually figured out that because my Volcarona is very defensive, it's actually quite a safe switching into Lopunny. I believe that the max that a return does is like 55%. So even if he got, I think he had to get like 2 max rolls to KO my Volcarona. Yeah, 2 max rolls, or a max roll and then like a really high roll. But obviously his safer play here is just Heatran, so I'm just going to go for the Roost just to get my Volcarona back up to full. And going straight onto Starmie again, because obviously I can spin away rocks, I can take a Lava Plume, I can take pretty much anything that this Heatran wants to do. But he goes out into Latios here, and he doubles out into Lopunny, which is a good play on his part, predicting my Ferrothorn. So he's definitely going to be able to get a high jump to kick off here, but again, it doesn't matter because Volcarona has... It's more than likely of living 2 returns than it isn't, but he just high jump kicks here anyway. Plus, you know, I also get the chance for the Flame Body, but of course I don't get it because who needs luck? So, but getting a Flame Body on that Lopunny would be so nice. Like, you have no idea. But yeah, I don't get it very often. But anyway, let's stop rambling. Just straight up to Starmie again. Prevent rocks, take the Lava Plume, natural cure if he burns me. Again, just same play over and over and over. With Starmie, since I have no reason not to make that play. It's the best play in every single situation, and that way I just get a free Scald if he Lava Plumes. If he doesn't, then I just spin for free, and then I can gain momentum back again and just keep whittling down his team. And I'm going to go out to Ferrothorn here. Like I said, if he Dracos, I get off a free Spike, and then I have Hazards up against his team, which is amazing. And especially now that his Latios is getting weakened, I can kill it with Pursuit, so I don't have to risk the 50-50 Mind Game. And I can just get up my Rocks here. I'm actually Rockstar on this team, I forgot to put Spikes. But he goes for the knockoff here. I just go for the Power Whip since if it does more than half, then I can stop him roosting, which would be good for me. And I was also kind of predicting him to Taunt there anyway. He actually ends up going up to Heatran though, I'm guessing not wanting to risk the roll after the roost, which is perfectly fine, that's perfectly reasonable. But just going to obviously switch on with Ferrothorn here. I have no reason to make the play. I'm going to go straight into Starmie. He predicts this very nicely and goes into his Latios just a defog, and I believe now this is where I go into Titar since he really wants to defog, like he really wants to get rid of these rocks. So going out to actually no, I'll go to Ferrothorn. I lied. I probably could have gone up to Titar, but I guess keeping up hazards there would have been nice, but it doesn't really matter much in the long run since he's going to be getting rid of them when I go to Titar anyway. But he goes to Heatran here as I get my rocks straight back up again, and like every other player, I can just go to Starmie, spin. It doesn't matter if he gets up rocks, it really doesn't. All he's doing really is getting more leftovers recovery from the turns, and he brings in Raikou, which is fine. this thing's going to be taking rapid spin damage, and it's going to be taking the burn every single time it comes in. And if my rocks do stay out, then it has one more switch in, which is absolutely amazing, which means it comes in only one more time. And now here I make kind of a misplay, and I'm going to explain why. I could have perfectly well gone out to Ferrothorn, but I didn't really want to be taking a Shadow Ball or anything like that, because that would put me in range of Draco, or close to being in range of Draco. And obviously Ferrothorn's my rocker, it's my way of keeping up hazards, which I'd really like against this team. Excuse me. So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to go out to T-Tar, but I didn't really think about this play before I made it. And the reason it's bad is because it gets stand up, which means that my Volcarona can no longer switch into his low punny, which he can freely go out to now. Which means I don't actually have a switch in for low punny now, so I was kind of stuck in this situation for quite a while. It took me like 2 minutes to make my move. Thankfully, this guy was a beast and didn't play with timer. This guy was actually really respectful. Like, shoutouts to Freeroamer, man. He's a really respectful guy, and yeah, I hope we can get a set like another time in. But yeah, so I ended up switching out to Volcarona. Like, I really don't need Volcarona for too much apart from switching into this. Like, with Heatran around, it really can't do anything. I mean, it would put in work without Heatran around, but I can definitely win this game without it, is what I'm saying. And if I do get the Flame Body Burn, then that will be crucial. But he does predict that very nicely and goes for the return. Thankfully for me, he gets a low roll. I believe the roll is like 44% to 55. So he gets quite a low roll there, and that's going to put me back up to 53, so now he needs a high roll to kill me with return, otherwise I can just restall him. But he gets the same roll again, which kind of sucks for him, but then again, I'm not getting the Flame Body, so you know, the hacks is kind of evening out. I mean, getting the Flame Body would just be so nice here. But he's going to switch out knowing he can't KO me from here on, and go up to Heatran. Which again, I can just go out to Starmie, I can prevent rocks, I can take the Lava Plume. You know, I've explained this many times before, it's just my best play in every way possible. Like, there's nothing else that I would go out to, but he realised this and goes out to his Latios, which is obviously his best play, and I think here's where I got to T-Tar. No, I got Ferrothorn. I should have definitely gone out to T-Tar here, I think, because if he was Roost, he was going for it, if he was defogging, he was going for it, but I guess I just really wanted to keep rocks up, I don't really know what I was trying to do. But I think I remember why I made this play, because if he Dracos, or if he defogs, no, if he Dracos here, and doesn't defog, yeah, that's what I mean to say, or if he goes for like recover or something, I get in Ferrothorn for free, and then I can knock off the Heatran, which means that Volcarona can come through later on in the game if I do weaken this Heatran a bit more. And getting rid of Heatran's leftovers is really nice, since, as you have seen, it's getting loads of leftovers recoveries from the Starmie switch-ins, and this just prevents it, and it's just whittling down his Heatran is really nice for my team. So yeah, this knockoff Ferrothorn's kind of interesting, but it just helps the team deal with Heatran, as you can see. As it does definitely bait it out. And he pulls a double here, back into Latios, predicting my Starmie once again, which I'm obviously going out to, there's no reason not to. And here is where I got Skeetar. Please, stop getting it wrong. Okay, thank you. Because he was definitely defogging here, and I mean, I should have done this quite a while ago, but just to speed up the battle, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm obviously just going to go straight for the pursuit. It kills even if he doesn't switch out, since I am Scarftar. And I get rid of his defogger, and I can definitely get up rocks against the Slowbro or the Raikou later on. So I'm definitely looking to do that, but unfortunately here he crits my Volcarona, which is, I guess it's kind of justice for the 2 low rolls he got earlier, but I still haven't got the Flame Body. Like, what the hell is up with this game? But here he makes a really questionable play. I really don't know if he was predicting a pivot or something, but he goes for high jump kick. Like, he really had no reason to go for high jump kick at all here. I was definitely not going into Ferrothorn. I wasn't going into Tyranitar since it got outspared. Kyron Black gets outspared, this gets outspared, this gets hit by return harder, so like, he had no reason to high jump kick here, and he actually ends up missing. Which is kind of funny, but it kind of sucks for him in the... I mean, it just sucks for him, but there's little way he could win that anyway. Like, low pain he could pull through, but I did definitely have ways of beating it. And obviously, yeah, I'm going to apologise there, that really sucked, but again, he had no reason to go for it, and I didn't get a single Flame Body this entire game, so... You know, it's even. I guess you could say it's even. But I'm just going to go for the spin here again as he stays in, goes for an Earth Power, just to try and get off damage onto my Starmie. Like a last ditch effort, maybe a crits for death drop. And then maybe baiting me to go for Scald and then going for another one, but yeah, so he's just going to forfeit there, there's not really any way he can win. But it was a good game. I mean, it didn't really have many predictions in, and it was pretty much the same as the last one, just making the simple plays to whittle down his team and win that way. But he's a really respectful guy, so shoutouts to Freeroamer again. But that's going to be game 2, and I am able to take the win in both game 1 and 2, which means I am going to progress on to round 2. I can reveal that my round 2 opponent is in fact Lyconic, the person who is in the OLT Grand Finals at the moment, so it's definitely going to be a hard matchup for me, but I'm definitely going to play to the best of my ability and try my best for you guys, and I'll definitely be uploading the matches whether I win amazingly, whether I win very closely, whether I get completely crushed, or if it's close. I'm hoping it's close. I'm hoping it's either close or I crush him, but of course that's how I'm going to hope it's going to be. But anyways, that's for the future, so wish me good luck. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.